months back on a slot machine. Wow. Crazy. That's where the real heavy hitters go. Straight to the top. That's where the whale pay. All right, hold on one sec. Petros is with us. We'll continue talking about the Super Bowl. Maybe a little LeBron James in there, too. And also, I want to ask him if he was at his grandfather's house today. I saw him broadcasting down the way here on 570 AM. He was at his house, and the furniture at his house looks like it's like his great-grandfather's house. It's like that dark wood and that old furniture you would see in a clubhouse in the 1970s. What's going on with that? All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. More now, Crow. KFI 24 News. The judge has dismissed a lawsuit by 5 LA. Oh, that's in from house. CVS is offering $10.6 billion to buy Oak Street Health as it moves further into providing primary health care. Oak Street Health provides health care for mostly low to middle income people 65 and older. And the only black fashion designer on Italy's Fashion Council, Stella Jean, or John, as French, has dropped out of Milan's Fashion Week over a lack of diversity and inclusion. We'll check with 5, including Patra. Everybody loves it, man. Morongo's just the best. You're not going to get better than this. The big game blitz is going on. The big game, big screens at Morongo's, the big ballroom, big resort, big amazing specials on big drinks and big food, big everything's there. And I love it, man. Morongo's a really cool hang for the big game. We have prizes, freebies, and also fun. You can win a grand playing cash, in cash. If you're going grand in cash, playing the rewards card at during the game. Also, Zen gift giveaway. You can get a Pure Sonic face steamer, like the one Petro says, when you're in 500 points on your rewards card on the 13th or the 4th of February. Game day stay. Tickets to the big game blitz, a room, $20 in free play, and a special price, so you got to book now. Food is love. That's what it says on your shirt today, Petra's food is love. Get Valentine's Day surf and turf deal. Oh, I love the surf and turf. Yeah. At Cielo. Yeah, Cielo. I knew it was a very worldly day. And Good Times Cafe. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, conveniently located off the I-10, less than 90 minutes. Wherever you are, Morongo. Good times. From the Southern California Toyota dealers shopping center, let's go places. Things are slow in Greenleaf Park.
This is the southbound side of the 5 with a slow drive loading up at Colorado. You remain on the brakes all the way to the 605 in Glendale, the 134 westbound San Fernando Road. The 3 left lanes are blocked due to a crash. The late loading up away from Central. Also downtown LA, this is the 110 northbound right at the 10. There's a brush fire off to the shoulder of the connector to the 10 east, and that's keeping the 110 north loaded away from Vernon. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
It's Ross Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings. Talks of a possible trade between the Lakers, Jazz, and Timberwolves that could return D'Angelo Russell to LA and send Russell Westbrook to Utah. The Clippers play the Mavericks with a retooled roster featuring Kyrie Irving, but not Luka Doncic. He's out for the injury. Chief quarterback Patrick Mahomes and the Giants will feeling better than it was for the AFC Championship game heading into Sunday's Super Bowl. Expects to be close to 100%. Top Frank Allen. Hey, it's Ross Tucker.
I wasn't going to say it, but it was so sick like you.
Download this to the
Really? Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
Money podcast is DraftKings releasing every Tuesday. Available wherever you listen to podcasts, football and betting. The Even Money Podcast. This report is sponsored by Southern California Edison. Southern California Edison wants you to know that downed wires are dangerous and that you should never step in the water near a downed wire because they could be electrified. Stay away and call 911. Stay alert. Stay safe. Learn more at spd.com/stay safe.
Right now during Cable's Cinephon, select chairs are more than 50% off, like the leather Vortex gaming chair. Now it's $119.99. Offer ends to 11 while supplies last. Staples, the working and learning and savings store. Okay, guys, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm going to tell you how to give the best gift ever. Flowers are great, but giving an experience is even better. So check out Rosetta Stone, a subscription to the language learning app. It's perfect if your partner loves to travel or wants to connect better with a family member, or if you're looking for something the two of you can do together. Right now, get $120 off lifetime unlimited languages. You'll have access to all 25 of Rosetta Stone's languages for life at rosettastone.com. When Las Vegas welcomes you to Awakening, a new theatrical experience
vomiting, spitting at the priest. All of that has not been a movie for me. I had seen that firsthand. Listen to the Exorcist Files on the Radio app or wherever you get your podcast. It's going to be another fascinating run. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. You can't think of two people better to run for president. One 150 years old, the other one completely whacked out. Bill Handle, which one would you like? Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640 Conway Show. You go to $1,000. Here's how we do it. Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the credit keywords on our website. Credit, CREDIT. Enter now at KFIAM640.com/cash. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorney. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorney at Sweet
No,
James.
Doc, remember that.
500-5200.
Start a new job.
500-5200 or
I should be like, oh, there we go. Start a new job.
All right, go put that keyword in credit. Go to KFIAM640.com/cash and stick that word in. Credit. You could win $1,000. That's huge. All right, we have, we're following some big stories here. The LA Times has just put a story up that Bob Iger announced 7,000 job cuts at Disney, and that is significant. That's a huge story. Also, brazen food stamp scammers steal millions from LA's poorest. That's shameful. And the Los Angeles Lakers have traded Russell Westbrook to the Jazz, and the biggest Lakers fan in the world is on the phone, coincidentally, with us. Petros Papadakis, how you, bub? Big day for me. Yes. You're a big Lakers fan. Where were you last night during the record-breaking score? I was speaking to a media and society class at the Annenberg School of Education at USC. That's right. You're the big draw for that class. You tell those kids that you swear there's no such thing as a sports media. Just a bunch of fans and stores. Bunch of losers. So what? Bunch of sticker fans like that were there last night, bowing down and genuflecting before the king, LeBron James. But yes, Russell Westbrook got traded. Very awkward night last night for everybody that wasn't LeBron and his family and Jay-Z and Bad Bunny that were there to celebrate with him. It was very weird. Anthony Davis had a really weird reaction to him. What was his reaction? He was sitting down on the bench when the record was broken. The whole building was standing up. He didn't stand up? No, very odd. And then Russell Westbrook was pouting, but now you can understand why. He knew he was going to get traded. And is he get along with LeBron James, Russell Westbrook? Well, LeBron James had a lot of influence in building this team. You could say, well, that's on him because he does this all over the place and people get fired and you know him kind of as a trail of dead. Or you can sort of blame the Lakers for having weak management and letting him come in there and call the shot. So LeBron wanted Russ, and then it didn't work out, and then it was like, oh, you better appease LeBron. It's like, what did the Lakers get for this guy? The Lakers, this is from Shams Charania's Twitter. The Lakers, it's a three-way trade. Lakers, Jazz, and Timberwolves are finalizing the trade, sending D'Angelo Russell, who was already here, traded away. Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt, who comes from a big-time family. He's Anderson Cooper's brother. They're coming to Los Angeles. Westbrook goes to Utah with a first-round pick. So they're trading one of their first-round picks at the end. So they're not going to have another draft pick until like 2040. Wow. I know Beasley's mom. She owns a bakery in Sherman Oaks and one in Encino. Mrs. Beasley. Have you been there? God bless her. Yeah, she's great. She must be pleased that her son's back home. Yeah, she's very thrilled. Yeah. So like the next time the Lakers will have a draft pick is like the year that James Cobb's rollerball was supposed to be set in. And then Russell Westbrook's never going to play for the Utah Jazz. Why? And, well, I guess they're just going to waive him or whatever. It's like all cap space and all that. You don't want to play there. And then Mike Conley Jr. is going to Minnesota. So where will Russell? It's a three-way trip. Okay, where will Russell Westbrook play his next NBA game? I don't know. Could his career be over?
What the hell happened?
That would be hard.
Yoshi.
All right. I saw you earlier. You were broadcasting back to the station from your home. Oh, you like my postmodern 50s look? Is that your grandfather?
They're kind
No,
of
I have old. I bought a bunch
suspended.
of mid-century furniture. And I just sit down here in my basement with my lizard, and I live in the past.
Wait, you have a lizard?
Yeah, you didn't know about
I
that?
didn't know you had a lizard.
I have a bearded dragon.
Wow.
I know, it's a baby now, and it's a lot of maintenance.
They live for a long time,
Correct.
and they will snap at you when they get older.
It already snapped one of my earbuds out.
Oh, no. That's horrible. Did it swallow it?
No,
Okay, too small.
but I enjoy the lizard.
Do you think, let me talk about the Super Bowl real quick.
Sure.
When the players go to play in this game, it's really tempting for them to go out and drink and smoke weed and enjoy themselves at this big party. Is there any opportunity for the players to get out there and do that?
No.
No.
Well, that's not necessarily true. There was once what was the guy's name? Eugene Robinson. He was a safety.
The guy that went down to Tijuana?
No, that was the guy who lost his ticket. He had a mental illness.
Oh, I
problem.
didn't know that.
And you can go to betterhelp.com/PMS, get 10% off your first month. But that was Barrett Robbins for the Raiders. Eugene Robinson was a safety for the Atlanta Falcons, and he just received the NFL's Fan of the Year award,
Okay.
which is like, you're the best guy ever.
Right.
You're helping out the community, a great family man. And he's playing in the Super Bowl the next night, and he was caught trying to pick up a
Oh, no.
woman of the night.
Oh, no.
And the worst part was she turned out to be a cop.
Oh, no. But aren't you,
Play well in the game.
yeah, but aren't you supposed to ask that of the women walking the streets? Are you a cop when you first?
You have to ask them.
Yeah, but
They have to tell you if they are.
yeah, but the guy missed the first rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. You have a big knife
Remember
collection.
Hugh Grant had that chick?
Yes.
He said
Yes,
shit.
and right off of Sunset and like Gardner.
Big hoops on her.
And then she did a one-woman play about it.
Oh, I wish I could have caught that.
Oh, yeah. Where she
Where was it? At the Elysian? Where was it?
I don't remember where it was, but
Pasadena Playhouse? What are we talking about?
She
On
had-
Broadway?
she had a guy come in and she performed that act on it during the play. It was
I'm sorry I missed that. I could have
It
gone
was
to
an odd- it was an odd date night. Odd date night.
You remember the movie The Graduate where he takes her to the club with a nipple tassel? And she's swinging him around right in her face, and he goes, "You're missing a real effect here." She's crying, and you're hitting her in the back of the head. You're really missing a great effect.
Robin's got to be rethinking her decision here.
What are you talking about?
Putting me on the
I'm down for 6 o'clock.
That's great. Hey, I heard you have a big knife collection. Somebody wanted me to ask you about that. Is
Well, I have a new knife from a new brand of knives.
What do you got?
It's made by some bearded dudes in Oregon.
Okay.
I know you love that.
I love that.
James brand.
Oh, okay. Are all your knives legal?
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't sound like. Are you doing the summer tour this year? You guys have the best remotes ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, we call things different names, but we pretty much go do a remote every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. We're never not on tour.
You're always at BJ.
Yeah, or and if it's not a BJ's, it's a Rock and Brews or the Vans headquarters. So we're at the Tarantula Hill a week from Friday. We're at Tarantula Hill in the 805.
All right, real quickly, I got one thing to tell you, then I gotta go. We work in the same building, and there's a Morton Steakhouse downtown.
Yeah,
down the stairs. Yeah. And I walked out the other day. I walked out the back where all the trash is, and I saw a keg, an empty keg of Bud Light.
Okay.
So somebody decides to spend $150 on a beautiful steak, great potatoes, and then they order a Bud Light with it.
Some people like a light beer.
Okay, all right.
I mean, that's how some people are. I'm with you.
I'm just saying that Budweiser itself has a lot of other choices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I haven't been in there since the pandemic.
Oh, really?
But I used to belly up to that bar and have a good time.
It's great, man. That's a great place. Buddy, we got to cut you loose
For a $30 appetizer.
I wish we could hang, but
And I wish I could stay home.
man. Well, you'll stay. All right. Technos is staying. All right, we're live on K-Line 640. More now with Crozier and K-Line's 24-hour newsroom. pride flag from flying at City Hall.
Isn't there freedom to state? Even the EA flag, the pride flag.
City speaker said the decision unnecessarily sends the wrong message to millions of tourists, which the city depends on.
Isn't it worth it to tell these people that Huntington Beach sees you and you're welcome here?
Councilman Pat Burns says only the American, state, city, county, and armed forces flags should be flown.
It's not about getting rid of the pride flag.
He said during the 4-3 vote last night, government flags should represent everybody.
I have a nephew and a niece that are both gay, and I love them dearly, but we in my family don't recognize them as any different.
In Huntington Beach, Corbin Carson, KFI News. This report brought to you by American Vision Windows. SoCal Edison is seeking to increase rates by 4.4%, totaling an estimated $595.6 million by June. SCE's William Wall said yesterday spiking natural gas prices also impacted its operating costs. Wall says the market moved too much. SCE's supply chain includes 12 gas-fired resources, which are primarily served by SoCal Gas. The rate increase still needs to be approved by California's Public Utilities Commission. China says it was smeared in President Biden's State Union address. China's foreign ministry spokesperson said they're opposed to defining the entire China-U.S. relationship in terms of competition. Biden mentioned China in his address to the country last night at least 7 times. He focused mainly on how the U.S. was increasingly prepared to compete with Beijing. Biden says he made it clear he wants competition with China, not conflict. And a survey says pizza is the most popular food to eat during the Super Bowl. TopCashback.com says at least 56% of those surveyed said pizza as the fan favorite. Second pizza on the list, game day munchies were chicken wings, followed by nachos and sliders.
Gosh, what's the thing called?
The survey also found that of the people who attend Super Bowl parties, only 35% say they watch the game. More than 1,000 adults were surveyed. Clear and cold tonight, lows around 50 degrees. Clear and a little hotter tomorrow, and down a little bit on Friday. Much cooler, at least 10 degrees, 10, 15 degrees cooler on Saturday with a slight chance of rain Saturday into Sunday. It's 62 in Placentia, 56 in Laguna de Gel. There's a crash in Glendale.
This one's a tough one to get through. It's along the 134 westbound San Fernando Road. 3 left lanes are blocked and they're going to remain blocked off for the next bit. Delays are loading up all the way from Brand Boulevard. Now, in Burbank, we're seeing delays on the eastbound side of the 134. Loading up from Bob Hope, taking you ahead all the way towards Glendale Avenue. And let's check out Pasadena. This is the 210. Eastbound flowing away from Lincoln. Delays all the way to Citrus in Azusa. Anaheim Hills, 91 eastbound, backing up from just about 57 freeway. Delays ahead to Green River. KFI in the sky. Help get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This President's Day, don't miss Sit and Save's Hail to the Cheap sale. Don't you mean hail to the cheap, Larry? No, we're one hail to the cheap. With over 50% off the best brands. Over 50% off? It's more like a hail to the deep sale, because you're stealing every penny of profit. But early, during Sit and Save's President's Sale, we're making food more affordable.
You suck.
With your good credit, buy today and put interest-free for 36 months. On purchases above $3,000 with your minimum monthly payment and 10% down. Plus save $500 on temper adjustable sets and save up to $900 on purple soup systems. Let's just call it the Hail to the Fleet sale. Why Hail to the Fleet? Because these discounts are going to make me lose my... Because you're killing me, Larry. So the
Yoshi.
sale, save over 50% off and pay interest-free for 36 months. So it's Hail to the Cheap sale. Since people beat anyone's advertised price or your mattress is free. My friend had his home stolen. The crime is home title theft. It's real. It's horrendous, but it's real and it's everywhere. And luckily, this was just a demo, but I saw how criminals all around the world target American homeowners, and that's why I protect my home with Home Title Lock, and you need to as well. And a thief can simply forge your signature on a legal document claiming you sold your home to them. Homeowners insurance and common identity theft programs do not protect you, but Home Title Lock does. So protect yourself. Just go to their website. It's hometitlelock.com/Sean, S-C-A-N. Verify your home's title is still safely in your name. Then just register your address for a free, no obligation home title. That's hometitlelock.com/Sean, hometitlelock.com/SEAN.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
It's the perfect time for that new dream kitchen because the kitchen store is having its big fall sale. Find the best place for kitchen cabinets in all of SoCal and the big fall sale by dialing 310 Kitchen, 310 Kitchen, and on the web at 310kitchen.com. Here are some facts about water softeners. Softeners add sodium without filtering water. Old-fashioned, costly, maintenance-heavy. So there's a better solution: a LifeSource salt-free water system. LifeSource systems provide filtered, delicious, obviously safe water from every tap without the filters or maintenance. And if you live in an area that bans water softeners, LifeSource is the perfect choice. Call 800-803-2696. Speak with a factory rep. LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference.
At City, call Jacob and Mommy. Call Jacob.
Let's be honest, staycations suck. And if high gas prices have you sitting at home like a loser, maybe it's time you were a winner. KFI wants to give you a cash refill with $1,000 every weekday hour from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Just looking for the keyword, then enter it at KFIAM640.com/cash. No texting, just winning. Listen to win $1,000 every hour weekdays from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Claim your cash refill on KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk. KFI AM 640 is Cowboy Show. We're doing some pretty big stories here. Disney has just announced, Bob Iger, he just announced 7,000 job cuts at Disney. That's significant. That is a big story here in Los Angeles. And then another story I saw online is brazen food stamp scammers are stealing millions from LA's poorest. That's hard. And LA is shutting down its largest gas plant and replacing it with the hydrogen project. So those are big stories. Petros is with us, and Petros and Money. Hey, Petros, I went to a charity event recently, and I put a ticket, like you buy those raffle tickets, and I put a ticket, and I won a cruise, a 4-day, 3-night cruise to Mexico. Are you gonna go? But my wife and daughter don't like cruising, so maybe I thought you and I could hit it. Yeah, no. I have a hard time doing anything. You're not a cruise guy. I have a hard time doing anything. Anything? What does that mean? Like anything that involves out of my comfort zone of here, Burbank, and I see the general area. But yeah, class of one. Okay. See, like Oregon State. Tomorrow, I'm giving a speech tomorrow at the Thousand Oaks Rotary Club. Oh, that's interesting. We have a big show. When? A week from Friday. Okay. Well, I'll be there tomorrow. It's a 4-hour show. And they said they wanted me to speak for a half hour. And I said, buddy, I don't have a half hour of material. Well, if you do, I mean, unless you're giving a State of the Union, I have like 10 minutes of things I can tell you about, I mean, you could do it, but that's a lot of work. I know, and I'm glad you could take questions. Yeah, but about what? Bill Handel? Whatever they want. I saw what do you really like? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk for a half hour about your lizard. Travis McGee? Oh, okay, about lizard too. That's the name of my lizard. So, don't you think that if you have a lizard and it lives in a cage, you need another lizard to keep it company? No, they're solitary beasts. Really? Yeah. So that's why you got it? Yeah, we'd have problems. So I didn't get it. It was a dad gift and some very awkward gift that pissed people off at a gift exchange among some of my friends that are friends, through my kids because anybody I knew before hates me. And I don't know, can you relate with that? I love it. Do more and more, Pedro. Hey, why do you hang out with people? Why do you hang out with people that just know your kids? I know. Because I was a really problematic person before I had kids. I know. It's a new start. I get it. So I said, I'll take the lizard, and I took the lizard and I bought the stuff, and he has a big stick, and I feed it beetleworms, and he He's got a special light.
And what's his name? Bobby McGee?
Travis McGee.
Travis McGee.
Named after the great detective novels by John D. McDonald of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Wow. Hey, has this happened to you where you've met a guy, your kid, and then the kids are no longer friends, but you're still friends with the guy?
Not yet, but you can feel it coming. My kids are really weird. My kids are weird.
Do you ever talk to your lizard?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like the baby talk to your lizard?
Take it easy, McGee. No, I just, I said, hey, what's up, McGee? I'm going to show McGee some love.
How long are you going to keep Travis McGee?
As long as he'll be alive, I hope. I hope he'll outlive him. I don't know.
And so Travis McGee does nothing all day then.
Well, you're supposed to take him out once a day and interact.
And do you?
Yeah, you do.
That doesn't sound
And then I
like
wash my hands because they can carry salmonella.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, do you garden at all?
My wife does.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, once you can start growing weeds, she really started to harvest.
Hydroponic?
No, we're just outside.
Russell Westbrook has been traded. That's story in sports.
It is. Yeah.
And
Everybody's talking about it.
and it's going to make the Lakers better. So you used to have Lakers on your show all the time. What happened?
Nobody's allowed to talk to NBA players anymore.
Why
And the
is
other
that?
funny part is NBA players aren't allowed to play NBA games anymore.
Why doesn't
Detrimental to their health.
I don't hear NBA players on any sports talk show anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's only a certain amount of guys on a basketball team. I mean, even less than a baseball team, even though the baseball union is older and more powerful. And obviously football, most guys, if you're not Tom Brady or somebody comparable, are pretty faceless. But in basketball, one guy like LeBron or maybe a really young, exciting superstar, that guy brings millions, if not billions, around him. And it's just such a different vibe than having, I mean, I think in LA it extra sucks. You know, I think the guy in Milwaukee to greet Giannis Antetokounmpo and the guys that play in Boston, I think they do a better job in the community. Dame Lillard in Portland. But here in LA, these guys suck.
Are you a friend
We're
of
not allowed to talk to them.
Are you a fan of Shannon Sharp?
Shannon Sharp?
Is it
Oh,
Shannon?
I don't know him.
Wait, what's the guy's
And it'd be hard to find him because he's so far up LeBron's behind it.
Wait, what's the show
Look
that
at the bottom of his designer shoes. That's all you can see.
what's the show that he does? Shannon
It's called,
and
it's called
Skip Bayless.
First Take or something.
No, that's it. That's it.
You know, it's on FS1. It's on, I know the show.
Right.
I work at the same building.
Undisputed.
I know.
Yeah.
Undisputed. Yeah, that's
Thank you, Crows.
that's a great show. I like those shows.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I like the herd.
Yeah, I don't do sports like that, but
I know. I like you're doing sports. Though. I love that you hate sports. You started hating sports 2 years before you started doing radio.
I hate everything. I really do.
But that makes it better. Who wants to listen to a guy who loves everybody and everything? Nobody. All right, buddy, we got to go. You're the best. I'll be with you watching Super Bowl. Wherever you go, I'll find you on Super Bowl Sunday. I got nothing going on.
Okay. Can I come? What are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna do in the next segment?
I don't know. Can I come to one of your parties on Super Bowl Sunday?
Hey, dude, if you come to Tuna Air, Rabbi Bogdanovich's house, we might die in some canyon out there in the middle of rolling hills in that private city.
Bring a lizard.
We might get trampled by a horse.
You're the best, buddy.
No, he's susceptible to a heart attack, Crows. What the hell does that mean?
All right, thanks, Francis. Appreciate it. All right, Texas, Salmonakis, everybody. That guy's the best. All right, we'll finish up here and also talk to Mel Kelly next. On KFI AM 640. Born out Crow. KFI 24 News.
This was in San Diego. Say they captured, treated, and reused more than 800,000 gallons of stormwater last year to heat and cool buildings at San Diego International Airport. A man from Dallas accused of killing 23 people at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas in 2019 after posting a racist manifesto against Hispanics has pleaded guilty in court. And the feds and the NFL say there are no credible or known safety or security threats for the Super Bowl on Sunday in the Phoenix area, but leave your drones and your selfie sticks
This like that.
Let's talk about Purigan water. Yes, every year you want to get healthier, and Purigan water is the way to go because you don't know what chemicals you're putting in your body right now. You have no idea. Stop worrying. Get yourself Purigan whole house water filtration and conditioning system, the exact same system I have at home. And right now, zero down, $49 a month. That's cheaper than what you spend on bottled water. So better than bottled water, Purigan filters, conditions, softens, descales, and purifies. Plus, you're going to get a free 6-stage reverse osmosis alkaline purification system. That's the same alkaline water you buy at the market. Purigan is not because Purigan, you're not a customer. You're a partner. Yes. Free lifetime servicing, free installation. I love it, man. I drink that water every single day, and I absolutely love it. Purigan whole house water system, zero down, $49 a month. Get it now and be like me. We'll be like Water Twin. 844-80-WATER, 844-80-WATER, PuriganWater.com, P-U-R, again, water.com. Big old crash and diamond ball.
This is on the 16, making your way eastbound, coming up on Bray Canyon Road. They've rolled these guys to the shoulder, but we're still dealing with the backup away from Nogales. Slight improvement in Glendale with this wreck on the 134 westbound just past San Fernando Road. It's now the 2 left lanes that remain off limits, but still backing up away from Brand. Tough on that eastbound side of the 134 out of Burbank, getting away from Bob Hope, heading back towards San Fernando Road. And a stall in Sherman Oaks on the 405 northbound, 101, right there, it's off to the shoulder. The delay still slow moving from the 10. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This is Michael Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings. Talks of a possible trade between the Lakers, Jazz, and Timberwolves that could return D'Angelo Russell to LA and send Russell Westbrook to Utah. The Clippers play the Mavericks with a retooled roster featuring Kyrie Irving, but not Luka Doncic. He's out with a heel injury. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes said his right ankle is feeling better than it was for the AFC Championship game. Heading into Sunday's Super Bowl, he expects to be close to 100%. I'm Frank Aaron. Hey everyone, it's Mike Bullock Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episodes of my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcast.
This report is sponsored by Vanguard University in Orange County. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or nursing degree in the classroom or online at Vanguard University. Ranked as a top 10 university in the West by U.S. News and World Report for 12 consecutive years. At Vanguard, your story matters. Visit Vanguard.edu to learn more.
This President's Day, don't miss it. Say hail to the Chief sale. Don't you mean hail to the Chief, Larry? No, everyone, hail to the Chief. With over 50% off best brands. Over 50% off? It's more like a hail to the Chief sale. Because you're stealing every penny of profit. But early, during
It's different than that other one.
More affordable. Because with your good credit, buy today and put interest free for 36 months. On purchases above $3,000 with your minimum monthly payment 10% down.
Plus save $500 on temper adjustable sets and save up to $900 on purple sleep systems. Let's just call it the hail to the bleep sale. Why hail to the bleep? Because these discounts are going to make me lose my because you're killing me, Larry.
So this President's sale, save over 50% off and save interest free for 36 months during Citizens Hail to the Chief sale.
Doesn't think of being anyone's advertised price or your mattress is free. Millions of people are overworked, and almost 70% of Americans are looking for extra work. So why is it so hard to find the right candidate? I've had a tough time for 30 years. It's simple. We're using the wrong platform. Here's an answer: JobGet.com. JobGet is the new and unique way to post the job you're looking to fill and finding that perfect candidate and quickly. With other hiring sites, your job posting gets flooded with thousands of resumes who just don't cut it. With JobGet, your top candidates are already endorsed for their skills. Your candidates get immediate notifications in their JobGet app, letting them know you're ready to talk. And most jobs receive their first applicant within the first 6 minutes. Post your first job for free, chat with qualified candidates within minutes when you go to jobget.com/handle. That's jobget.com/handle. This really works. Visit jobget.com.
So now, new account, you should say. Really?
famous for being famous people. She's on OnlyFans and tells her
You're just like, don't even fuck around. Oh, okay.
this is her parenting method. This is the future, okay? Mo Kelly
Be really cocky with it. Okay, fuck you. Twitter.
Live 7 to 10 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the
Create an
iHeartRadio
account.
app.
What's that other thing called? Tap now.
640 Conway Show. LeBron James is the king of all basketball. And just a day later, it's not even the number one story.
So just as quickly as possible.
Russell Westbrook traded
Don't even worry
from
about
the
birthdays
Lakers.
and shit.
So Lakers in the news a lot these last 2 days. Even overtook the State of the Union speech. Disney is cutting 7,000 jobs and trying to become more profitable. I think they may have priced their Disney Plus a little too low when it was first introduced, $6.99 a month, and I think that may have had the effect. And then a big bust in the EBT and people scamming poor people out of money. That's another big story that we're following. Here, let's do a whip around here real quick, all right? Overall, Disney's streaming apps, which include Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus. How many total subscribers do they have? Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Let's go with Stephanie. How many total subscribers does Disney have with Disney, Hulu, and ESPN Plus? 200 million? 200 million. All right. Belia.
A billion?
A billion. All right. Angel Martinez.
A billion one.
Billion one. Brendan. Oh, wait. How many? 100 million. How many?
150.
150. Okay. All right. For Belio and Angel.
Suspension.
No. Can I just have a quick word with just the two of you?
Sure.
Okay. This doesn't include the rest of the cast or the crew or anybody who works here at iHeart. Or it doesn't even include the listeners. Listeners, you can listen if you want. Do you remember about 3 minutes ago when I said that Disney's cutting 7,000 jobs? Okay. Do you think that having a billion subscribers to their service would warrant cutting those jobs or not? Probably not, right?
No. I mean, maybe if they want to have higher profits. Yeah, that's good. That's good, actually. That was well played,
Okay.
Angel.
You think the profits would be huge if you had a billion subscribers?
The way I pose this,
Sure.
perhaps like the people that actually pay for it are around 100 million, but they give out their login to other people, and
Okay.
that's about a billion, and that's what we're talking about. They're not really subscribers, but they're users.
Right. So when I said how many subscribers, you just ignored that.
I wasn't listening.
Nice. Thank you. All right. Finally got one of them to tell the truth. Angel, you gonna stick with the billion one?
Yeah,
Okay.
billion one.
Okay.
There's a lot of
That's fine.
people using their free period also.
Okay. All right. The answer is 235 million subscribers. 235 million subscribers. That is huge. That is a lot
Are
of subscribers.
you sure that wasn't a typo?
It's not. And you lost, Belio lost. Stepharoni won. That's embarrassing, right? Anytime he wins,
I am embarrassed.
you should be. Sitting in there with that dumb name that no one can pronounce. Well, I mean, look, Mo Kelly's one of the smartest guys in the building. He couldn't even pronounce that guy's name.
How hard is it to pronounce Mark?
That's true, too. Speaking of Mo Kelly, he's with us. How you, Bubs?
I'm doing well, and I don't appreciate Jack stepping in there lying on me. He told me the wrong name. I said, hey, Stephon, right?
Wait, he told you to step on?
I said, hey, Stephon, how you doing? He didn't correct me. So I'm thinking like, that's your damn name.
All right. Okay. big Lakers news. Where were you last night when LeBron hit the record break? Sitting in that chair. Okay, that's right. I was at Walmart when it happened, watching it on my iPhone. Were people around you aware of the moment? Nobody was. Not a single person. Were they aware around here? Yeah, we were talking about it a lot, and definitely he didn't feel like he was worthy of. So you probably announced it to a lot of people who weren't watching the game. They probably heard it first from you. Yeah, we did talk about it as it happened. We talked about LeBron's speech and his place in history, basketball history, and how people may perceive him versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right on. Excellent. What's on the big show tonight? Well, obviously we have to talk about how Splash, the movie, well, they're doing a reboot of that, but they're switching the genders, and I don't know how that's supposed to work. Really? Wow. Right. I don't know if Daryl Hannah's going to make a cameo or anything like that, but I'm bracing myself. Of course, we're going to catch up on some of that Disney news that you were talking about, and I'll add some context on there. And California has been urged to hold off on filing their taxes on whether they received a refund check of a certain type. So we have to get into that. And also, we have to have some Super Bowl free coverage. Michael Irvin, former Dallas Cowboy great, he's in trouble, and he will not be working Super Bowl. Oh, what did he do? Well, allegedly, it's Me Too related. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, no.
Life is Me Too related,
You
huh?
would think the guys would know that that's off limits now, right? Well, it's not. All right, excellent. Mo Kelly up next. Later with Mo Kelly. Next year on KFI AM 640.
Free-range, non-genetically modified, handcrafted, artisanal, gluten-free, stimulating talk. KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Iger Radio app.
Heck of a lot of money for the homeless. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. LA County has approved the largest ever one-year spending plan to tackle homelessness. The Board of Supervisors unanimously agreed to a $609.7 million budget to address homelessness for the next
You just
fiscal
found a
year.
loophole?
That's the largest investment the county has made to date. LA Mayor Batts says
Okay,
40,000
loophole
people
shows
are homeless in
big,
LA,
obviously,
and
but like
everyone is affected by it.
It is a humanitarian crisis that takes the life of 5 people every day.
The funding was approved yesterday, less than 2 months after Batts declared a state of emergency on homelessness last December.
It must stop, and change starts now.
The county says its initiative plan will focus on moving people out of encampment, helping with permanent housing, and providing the homeless with mental health resources. Chris Asman, KFI News. A school vice principal has testified in LA that Anthony Avalos told her in 2015 he was being abused. She said during testimony at the murder trial, she reported it. The 10-year-old boy's mother and her live-in boyfriend are accused of torturing and killing him in 2018. Prosecutors say the mother tortured and abused Anthony for 2 weeks before he died. The LAPD says a parolee in a stolen pickup truck who allegedly led police on a chase and caused a crash that killed 2 people in Panorama City admitted to injecting heroin and taking fentanyl before the chase. Officer De La Cruz is facing a murder charge with the crash January 31st. Huntington Beach has unveiled a new $3 million police helicopter, which will patrol multiple cities. Arizona Strickland says the new MV-530F will also patrol Irvine, Costa Mesa, and Newport Beach.
Cities throughout the area depend on HBPD air support to support their public safety efforts as well. Residents and businesses in the area know and recognize HB1 and feel safer when they see it overhead.
A moment of silence was observed for Officer Nicholas Vela, who was killed when a police helicopter went down a year ago this month. Huntington Beach is expecting 2 more new helicopters to be delivered in the next 2 months. Ukraine's President Zelensky has made a surprise visit to the UK to talk to hundreds of lawmakers and parliamentary staff at the Westminster Hall. Zelensky gave the Speaker of the House of Commons an Air Force helmet inscribed with the words, "We have freedom. Give us the wings to protect it."
I have come here and stand before you on behalf of the brave, on behalf of our warriors who are now in the situation under enemy artillery fire.
Zelensky is trying to get jets. He says from the first seconds of Russia's war in Ukraine, Great Britain extended a helping hand. As the nation helped when the world didn't yet understand how to react. Farmers have arrived in Paris to make some noise about pesticides and environmental regulations. That is the sound of hundreds of tractors driving one after the other through the streets of Paris, quite exciting. ABC's Inez de la Catera says The farmers want new restrictions on pesticides they say are threatening their livelihoods. Those opposing pesticides say the products can damage soil and wildlife. He says around 500 tractors and thousands of farmers participated in the third strike this week.
Marry you.
LA County Register Clerk's Office is making marriages happen on Valentine's Day for the first time since the pandemic. It says same-day marriage licensing and civil wedding ceremonies will be offered only at the county clerk's headquarters in Norwalk from 8:30 to 4:30 on Tuesday, Valentine's Day. They say people should fill out applications online to speed up the process. The office says people hoping for a same-day ceremony should expect a crowd. The clerk's office says the county married 152 couples on Valentine's Day 2020, the last time they held the ceremony. Southland weather from KFI, mostly clear with lows in the mid-40s to low 50s, 20s and 30s in the Antelope Valley. Sunny with highs around 80 at the beaches tomorrow. Also for Metro LA and inland OC, mid-70s to low 80s in the valley.
Wear your cum shirt.
Higher 50s to mid-60s in the Antelope Valley. We'll be back into the 60s and 70s Friday. Partly cloudy Saturday with a slight chance of showers late Saturday and early Sunday. Partly cloudy by Super Bowl time. The highs in the 50s and 60s. It's 58 in Los Alamitos, 62 Santa Clarita, 59 in Seal Beach, 59 in Gardena. KFI Financial Report sponsored by SaddlebackEye.com. The Dow closed down 208 points. The Nasdaq was up 203. S&P 500 lost 46. The average price for regular unleaded gas in California, $4.62 a gallon.
For a limited time, get up to $1,800 off LASIK from SaddlebackEye.com.
Crash cleared in Glendale on 134. On that westbound side, coming up on San Fernando Road, at one point the stretch was blocking the three left lanes, but all lanes have reopened and delays have recovered coming away from Central. We're still seeing a slow drive on
I don't
the
like
south
overlays
side of
like
the
that.
134.
Well, I like
Backing up
overlays
out
over
of
things, but
Burbank,
I
away
don't
from
like
Park Avenue. You remain on the
just
bridge
random
ahead all the
messages.
way
Put
to
them in a
San Fernando
notification.
Road.
Let me
The
see what I
5
want to see.
southbound is closed in Los Feliz and Los Feliz Boulevard, and you're on the breaks and stretches all the way to the 605. Anaheim 91 eastbound, delays away from the 5 freeway, and that drive becomes heavier and heavier as you make your way towards the 241 opening up at Green River. The Cajon Pass, it's kind of crowded on the 15 northbound, leaving the 215 merge all the way to the 138. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
You are
This hour is
outsmarting
sponsored by
Elon Musk
Advanced Hair Restoration. The hit true crime
second by
podcast,
second.
Paper Ghost, is back with a brand new case.
I know.
Digs deep into the 1993
There's a
cold
monkey.
case murder of Tammy Jo Zawicki, a New Jersey college student, and uncovers a murky police investigation, a pool of new suspects, and a community still desperate for answers 30 years later.
Tammy's supposed to be on campus, and she's not here, and people are starting to get worried.
Listen to Paper Ghost on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
iHeartRadio gives you access to all. iHeartRadio has access to all of your favorite radio stations.
He's Ryan Seacrest. I'm by the name of Charlamagne the God.
Hi, I'm Ellen K.
Bobby Bones here. Hola, soy Enrique Santos.
Access to all of the best free curated playlists, my favorite music, and songs.
A little bit of everything.
Access to all the great podcasts for every interest.
The stuff you should know podcast.
The Daily Show podcast, The Herd with Colin Coward, and best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Daily Shows really good.
It's Flavor for both Yellow KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some of the headlines we're following: more than 15,000 confirmed dead due to that massive 7.8 earthquake in Turkey. And with it's kind of weird because I thought after the age of like 7, you don't kiss people on the mouth. I'm like, but that's what. And also, the fence around Echo Park Lake is on its way down.
Happy,
This crisis there indoors.
You're the
Let me
band,
say
dog.
hello to the later crew. Stephen, I'm
Really?
sorry. I hope you know all this with you last segment with Tim Conway Jr. Okay, just want to make sure. You're so long for naming you Stephanie, but